Hare Krishna. Nowadays, there are endless debates, criticisms, and even blasphemous exchanges going on regarding concept of Ritvik initiation. Both sides quote numerous shastric references, each trying to establish their viewpoint as the ultimate truth. But being conditioned soul, we find it extremely difficult to penetrate the deep esoteric meanings of the scriptures. Therefore, we simply follow the footsteps of the mahājanas, those great souls who have shown the path not by mere words but by their own example. The true ācāryas do not just teach theoretically, they live their teachings. Srila Prabhupada, our ever well-wisher, has already answered all the questions not just through his teachings but also through his divine pastimes. Today we are presenting one such sacred pastime of Srila Prabhupada that we believe holds the power to clear all doubts for sincere seekers who are honestly trying to understand the truth behind the Ritvik system without being biased by ego or false knowledge. In this remarkable Leela, Srila Prabhupada has answered every question regarding Ritvik Bad. We hope that sincere devotees, after hearing this pastime, will have no lingering doubts in their hearts regarding the Ritvik system. In the serene foothills of the sacred Gandhamardana hill, located approximately 300 kilometers from Bhubaneswar in the Bargarh district of western Odisha, lies the holy place called Narsinganath. Here Lord Narsimha is not just worshipped, he is pratyaksha, manifest and powerfully present. Every year, millions of pilgrims visit this temple nestled in the lap of nature to receive the divine blessings of the Lord. About 50 kilometers from Narsinganath is a remote village named Barihapukapani. A sincere soul named Shyamananda Pradhan resides here. Born with a physical disability, his leg affected by polio, his life was full of struggle. Yet, from childhood, he had unwavering faith and devotion to Lord Narsimha. Whatever problems he faced, he would bring them before the Lord in prayer, and by the mercy of the Lord, he would always find his way. Eventually, through preservations and the Lord's grace, he became a government school teacher. Even after becoming a teacher, Shyamananda continued his deep devotional connection with Lord Narsimha, always praying to him for strength and guidance. His job took him to a different place called Harishankar, another well-known pilgrimage site in Odisha dedicated to Lord Hari and Lord Shankara, about 80 kilometers from his home. This happened in the 1980s. One day in Harishankar, he saw a magazine called Back to Godhead at a bookstore. Out of curiosity, he bought it and read it with full attention. After reading it, he felt that all the questions that had been lingering in his mind for so long were finally answered. He felt that this Swami had resolved every doubt he ever had. He was deeply moved. He accepted Srila Prabhupada as his guru. He became firmly convinced that Srila Prabhupada is a pure Mahatma sent by the Lord himself. Shyamananda ji respectfully took Srila Prabhupada's photo from that magazine and placed it in his home altar, beginning to worship him with devotion. The magazine mentioned Srila Prabhupada's teachings such as following the 4 regulative principles, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and observing Ekadashi fasts. He immediately began to follow them. At this time, he was not aware that Srila Prabhupada had already departed from this material world. With his simple and pure heart, he firmly believed that Srila Prabhupada was still present and actively preaching Krishna consciousness all over the world. With that innocent faith, he made a strong determination. Srila Prabhupada is my only guru. I will accept initiation only from him. I seek shelter at his lotus feet. In this way, many days passed. One night, as Shyamananda Pradhan lay fast asleep, he had a most vivid and divine dream. Srila Prabhupada appeared before him in a form that was effulgent and transcendental. With a thundering yet compassionate voice, Srila Prabhupada said, "Shyamananda, I know you are determined to take initiation from me. You have accepted me as your guru. But the truth is, I am no longer present in this material world. I have already left this body. You go to the shelter of my dear disciple, Gour Govinda Swami. Take his refuge. He will lead you to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And just like that, Srila Prabhupada vanished from the dream. Shyamananda woke up in shock, drenched in sweat. His heart was racing. He sat up on his bed and whispered to himself in disbelief, "Was it a dream? Did Srila Prabhupada just come to me?" He said, "He is no longer present. Oh Krishna, I always believed he was present, preaching around the world. But now he told me that my Guru is his dear disciple Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj. But who is he? Where can I find him?" Overwhelmed with emotion, Shyamananda immediately took up his diary and wrote down the name Gour Govinda Swami to ensure he wouldn't forget. He then returned the diary to the shelf and spent the rest of the night absorbed in meditation on Srila Prabhupada and the instruction he had just received. As the sun began to rise, a new journey had already begun within his heart. From the next morning, Shyamananda's only mission was to find out who this Gour Govinda Swami was and where he could be found. With no other leads, he simply waited and prayed. A few days later, while on a work-related tour, Shyamananda visited the city of Cuttack. As he was walking through the city, his eyes fell upon a Sankirtan bus of ISKCON parked nearby in the market. His heart leaped with joy. He rushed towards the bus, saw a display of Back to Godhead magazines and Srila Prabhupada's books, and began browsing through the stack. To his surprise and delight, he found a few Oriya language books. As he opened one, he saw the name Gour Govinda Swami printed inside, along with the address of ISKCON Bhubaneswar. With great excitement, he turned to one of the brahmacharis at the bus and asked, "Who is Gour Govinda Swami? Where can I find him?" The devotee replied, "He is our Gurudev. He lives at ISKCON Bhubaneswar. You can go there and meet him." His Grace Shyamananda Prabhu recalls, "The moment I heard those words, I could not contain myself. I started dancing in joy right there with the books in my hand. People standing there were thinking he has gone mad. I thanked that devotee from the bottom of my heart, and without delay I boarded a bus to Bhubaneswar, which is just 20 kilometers away. The bus unboarded me just in front of Nayapalli Bhubaneswar ISKCON temple. I ran straight inside the temple campus. There I found a few devotees chanting. I breathlessly asked them, "Where is Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj?" One of them guided me toward a small hut within the temple premises. Inside, Maharaj was absorbed in his seva, translating Srila Prabhupada's books into Oriya. The devotee humbly asked Srila Gurudev's permission and then brought me inside. The moment I laid eyes on Srila Gour Govinda Swami, I was overwhelmed with emotion. Without a word, I fell flat like a stick at the lotus feet of my spiritual master. I was meeting him for the first time. I didn't know much about him, but I knew one thing. He was the Guru that Srila Prabhupada had told me about, and that was enough. In my heart, I had already accepted him as my spiritual master, not just for this life, but for all lives to come. After gathering myself, I explained the entire dream to Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj. Maharaj listened silently. With a soft smile on his face, after a thoughtful pause, he said, "If Srila Prabhupada wanted this, then I will accept you." After speaking with him, I felt as if Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj already knew that Srila Prabhupada had sent me to him. Then Maharaj said again, "But you must follow the ISKCON procedure. Go and speak with the temple president. Tell him you wish to be initiated. He will guide you." Coming out of the kutir, I asked a devotee, "Where can I find the temple president?" That devotee took me along and led me to the room of Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, who was the temple president at that time. There was decoration work going on in the temple premises, so I asked, "What is all this arrangement for?" The devotee replied, Tomorrow is Ram Navami, and Gurudev is going to initiate many disciples. These arrangements are for that occasion. I felt joyful inside, thinking I will also get initiated by Srila Gurudev tomorrow. He will accept me as his disciple. I was overjoyed. My heart swelled with gratitude. Seeing the temple president Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, I said, Prabhuji, I want to take initiation from Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj. The president looked at me, slightly amused, and said gently, there is a long queue of devotees waiting for Gurudev's initiation. Some have waited patiently for years. You are coming for the first time today. It doesn't work like that. You must strictly follow the rules and regulations for several years. Then we will put your name on the waiting list. Gurudev will test you and decide if you are qualified. Then your initiation will happen. These words pierced his heart. Shyamananda felt as if all hope had vanished. Tears welled up in his eyes. Broken and trembling, he returned to Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj and told him with a faltering voice, Gurudev, the president says I must wait, but what is the use of my life if I cannot accept you as my Guru? Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj looked at him with compassion and simply said, don't worry, come tomorrow to the initiation ceremony. I will give you initiation. The next day was Ram Navami. A grand yajna had been arranged, and many devotees were assembled around the sacrificial fire, ready to be initiated. Shyamananda shaved his head and joined the group of initiates, quietly taking his seat among them. As the ceremony was about to begin, the temple president walked in. He immediately noticed Shyamananda and shouted, How did you come here? You are not supposed to sit with the initiates. Get up and leave immediately. With folded hands and complete humility, Shyamananda replied, Srila Gurudev told me that he will initiate me. The president was stunned into silence. He calmed down and allowed him to remain. Then Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj came and the initiation ceremony began. When Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj called him forward, he gave him the spiritual name Shyamaghana Das, and thus the divine instruction of Srila Prabhupada was fulfilled. This one pastime is enough to shatter all doubts regarding the Ritvik system. Srila Prabhupada personally guided a sincere soul not through śāstras or debate, but through his divine presence and mercy. This shows that Srila Prabhupada's living connection continued through his empowered disciples. He doesn't reject the system of living initiation. He confirms it by directing a disciple to approach a living Guru, Srila Gour Govinda Swami, for guidance and initiation. Just like the Supreme Lord, his pure devotees are also eternally present to guide sincere souls to the lotus feet of Krishna. However, due to our material conditioning, we are unable to perceive them with our limited vision. Therefore, they mercifully appear before us in the form we can see, serve, and receive instructions from. That is the form of Sri Guru. In this transcendental pastime, Srila Prabhupada personally guided Shyamananda not by initiating him directly, but by appearing in a dream and directing him to take shelter of his dear disciple Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada did not say, I will initiate you through a photo or a letter. Rather, he said, I am no longer present in the material world. Approach my disciple Gour Govinda Swami. He will guide you to Krishna. This Leela powerfully establishes the eternal parampara system where the living Guru, fully connected to the previous ācārya, carries forward the torchlight of divine knowledge. It also gently refutes the central idea of Ritvik, which denies the necessity of a living initiating spiritual master. But this transcendental process works only under one essential condition. The seeker must be sincere, humble, and genuinely searching for the truth, and the Guru must be one who has realized Krishna, a true Tattvadarshi Guru, one who can lead others to Krishna. Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj often says, if we fail to find such a pure devotee, it does not mean they don't exist. Pure devotees are always present. In fact, this universe cannot function without them. Without a pure devotee on earth, the sun would cease to shine. Therefore, we must keep full faith in Krishna, in Srila Prabhupada, and in the unbroken parampara. His Grace Shyamananda Prabhu kept this divine experience to himself for many years, silently treasuring it in his heart, while Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj was still present on this planet. Only after the disappearance of Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj did he share this Leela for the first time during one of the Vyasa Puja offerings. In recent months, as Ritvik debate has once again taken center stage in the devotee community, we felt that this precious and instructive pastime of our ācāryas must be brought to light. So we travelled to West Odisha to the holy region of Nrsimhanath, where Shyamananda Prabhu now resides with his family. He is almost 80 years old now. Due to his advanced age and physical disability, he no longer travels or keeps much contact with other devotees. When we approached him and said, "Prabhuji, we have come here to hear some pastimes of Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj from you." His eyes filled with tears, he began to cry profusely, saying, "He is my Bhagavan." After some time, he gathered himself, and with great difficulty and a faltering voice, he began to narrate this heart-melting pastime of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj. His Grace Shyamananda Prabhu has preserved more than 50 letters exchanged with Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj, filled with emotional depth and profound realizations, testifying to their intimate spiritual bond. We hope to present these letters in future publications for the inspiration of sincere seekers. Truly, he is one of the most simple and pure-hearted devotees we have ever met, and we believe it is for this very reason that he received such special mercy and ecstasy. With this humble video and presentation, we are not trying to prove anyone right or wrong. Our intention is only to share the truth as it has been revealed through the example of our ācāryas. This pastime confirms that the parampara system is eternally valid and can never be broken or replaced, even if some false guru appear or exceptions take place within the institution. The sun of Guru Tattva continues to shine for those who open their hearts with humility and faith. Hare Krishna. श्रीपाद श्यामघन प्रभु की जय, श्रील गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। हरे कृष्ण।